Yes, sir. Whew. So, man, that escape route, that is, in the Gradius Salamander games, quite, those are quite nerve-wracking. Oh, geez, just, wow, that is, Salamander, what a difficult game. And just got the 1cc on the PC Engine port, and there's a kind of little bit of a different ending that they give you in regards to the port on the PC Engine if you're going to compare it to the arcade version. I've never cleared. Well, I have now. Yes. I was gonna say before now. I've never cleared any version of Salamander. You know, I have the PC Engine port and the arcade perfect port on the Salamander collection for the Saturn, which is it's an arcade perfect port, like I just said. And I've seen people clear that online, so the ending is a little different. So, oh yes! So, alright, what's going on, guys? And yeah, you might be able to tell why I'm here just looking at that score. 840,900. And was playing Salamander on the PC Engine. Fantastic port, by the way. So yeah, just managed to get the 1 credit clear on this game, and yeah, I mean, what can I say? just pretty excited at the moment. Obviously, yeah, you know, I love. Obviously, you know, I love the Gradius Salamander games, and yeah, this is such a fantastic port. I mean, it's pretty much nearly arcade perfect. There are some differences, of course. There are a few things that are changed up in various stages. Like, I actually feel like right off the bat, the game is harder. In stage 1, kind of, you know, those arms that are kind of coming down from the top to the bottom of the, like, cell wall, roof, floor areas. Right off the bat, they start, like, throwing red, pink plasma at you. And just a few things. I'm so used to the arcade version on the deluxe collection for the Saturn that various things that they kind of changed around in this. I feel like in stage 3, like the fire stage, I don't know, I could be just, I'm just like loopy right now after doing this. But it seems to me like whenever I play this, like that the flames, where they go up and down, they kind of, I don't know, it just kind of seems switched up. I could be wrong about that. I felt like I'm on stage 6, kind of where or 5 rather, in space where the enemies kind of appear and loop around you, that there were kind of like a few extra or different formations there that are kind of throw you off. In stage 4, this stage is just such a monster, if you know the Salamander. It's just showing life force in Salamander arcade games. God, I hate that boss so fucking much. That boss is like, that is a legendary boss in terms of its difficulty. That's one of the hardest shoot 'em up bosses for any shoot 'em up game you'll ever play, I swear to gosh. And yeah, I feel like stage 4 in the PC Engine port is just more difficult too. I don't know why, it just feels harder to see everything, you know, the little ships that kind of are coming up from the kind of hatch areas that open up far beneath you. And the asteroids that come out from the sidewalls, they just seem a lot more aggressive in the PC Engine version. So I should mention also, you know, the PC Engine version here gives you, you can start beginner or expert. Now, like the beginner, don't be fooled by that. It's like the standard difficulty. I don't know why they called it that. And like I'm saying, I think there are plenty of things on the beginner difficulty for this game that like the enemies are way more aggressive, even compared to the arcade version of Salamander. So it's kind of weird. Yeah, the expert version was even tougher than that, of course. But yeah, man, I mean, if you know, same thing, Salamander on the PC Engine or the arcade game, you know, that stage 4 boss, I've seen so many people talking about little secrets and tricks, little areas where you wedge your ship into like a pixel-perfect formation in the bottom corner or the top. I've never been able to get that to work for me in any of the games. It's the blue balls of death. They come out and just, they're bouncing all over the place. It's so frantic. You have like 0 room to maneuver on the screen. Those of you who have played any port of this game, you know it's like one of the hardest bosses in the history of shmups. The thing is a bitch. I hate that thing. I loathe it quite a bit. And I still cannot get any of those like pixel perfect tricks to work where you wedge yourself in. So I always feel like I'm never going to clear this game because that thing's eating up too many of my lives. Well, I mean, this time just playing through the game. I've been playing the arcade version a lot this week actually on the Saturn, the port. And just for whatever reason, I've been making a lot of progress in that version. And then on the PC Engine version, I'm just getting my ass handed to me. I feel like there's just maybe just the differences, the slight differences. I'm memorizing the parts on the original where this port is a little bit different, and it does throw you off. It makes it a bit more difficult. Factor in that, and I just feel like some of the enemies are more aggressive, and just sort of, I don't know what it is. The resolution of the PC Engine version, too much going on. Some of the stages seem like stage 4 is a monster. I don't really know why it is. It just feels like everything's more condensed and coming at you real quickly. I mean, that might not be true at all, because like I said, like graphically and everything, this is like pretty spot on, minus the slight changes that they throw at you. Another thing, so this game, a bitch about this game is, this game has checkpoints, which I absolutely loathe. The arcade version lets you, you pick up right from where you were hit when you die. So that's a much harder fact about the PC Engine version. One of the easier things about the PC Engine version is the very liberal use of extends. They give you one at, I think, 50,000 or 100,000, and then something like every 100,000 points there on after. So it's you know, you can rack them up quite a bit. And I actually, so it's like give or take, you know, which the arcade version is difficult because there's no extends. That's kind of brutal. The PC Engine version is difficult because the fucking checkpoints are a nightmare at certain points. And, you know, recovery in a Gradius game, it doesn't happen. You know, it's just hard to recover from. So, yeah, I'm just playing the best game of my life. I was able to get through the blue ball boss just dodging like a madman. Because, like I said, I could never get any of those pixel perfect tricks to work. So I had to just kill that thing the hard, old school, put your hard hat on, go to work way. And it was a nightmare. That just doesn't happen much. But yeah, I had a no-miss frickin' run going all the way up into stage 6, the Easter Island Moai kind of head boss. And I don't know, I think I was just getting nervous at that point and tired, and my nerves were a bit frayed. And I just made a stupid, careless mistake, and so then it was like, oh god, we're on to recovery. And I think I had about like 9 credits at that point. Not 9 credits, you only get 1 credit, obviously. 9 lives with the extends. Actually, another thing, the arcade version doesn't let you continue at all. This one you can continue up to 3 times, but that's totally not relevant here because we're talking about the 1cc. And when you do continue in this game, it resets the score at the bottom, I do believe, anyway. But yeah, just, gosh, I cannot believe it. The damn Moai head took me out, and yeah, I just, I don't know, I just was struggling to recover at that point, and I managed to finally get through them. You know, my nerves are pretty frayed at this point, and at Zeros, you know, I actually just went through them on my first try, and then, you know, gosh, man, the thing I hate about Gradius Salamander games is like the escape route at the end of the game. They're always, you know, you're so nervous at this point when you're trying to get a clear, because these games are really difficult, man. I mean, I love Konami shoot 'em ups. The Gradius series, probably the best ever. Gradius Salamander, you know, they're all related. But man, those escape routes at the end are just, I really hate them. I wish they weren't in there. And so after I beat Zeros there, after struggling to recover from the Moai heads, you know, I had two lives left, and for fuck's sake, I could not get through those walls that kind of close in on you on the escape. So I'm down to 0 lives. It's like, oh my god, if I miss the 1cc, which I've never gotten in this game, because of that, I don't even know. You know, I'm just gonna be pretty upset. But was just able to kind of just in the clutch soldier my way through that damn thing, and see the ending credits come up. It's a little bit of a different ending in this game too. Kind of a cool little graphic of that, like that it give you of the ship and everything at the end. And I mean, oh dude, Yeah, it was just such a relief to get through that, and really thrilling. So, I mean, like I said, there are people who have mastered this game like crazy, that they can loop it multiple times over. But most people don't even clear the game ever, even get one 1cc. So I'm pretty excited about it. And I always like to do these kind of like immediate reflection videos on what you've just done. When you get a clear in a shooter, there's no feeling like it. I mean, the adrenaline, the high that you get. I mean, if you could bottle this feeling and sell it, you'd be a millionaire. So it's just awesome, and I love to do these kind of videos when I have the rare time to actually sit down and play a game and for a little bit and get good at it. I've been working on. Just wanted to come back to these games recently, and was playing the Saturn port of this and Life Force, just kind of going back and forth for the past couple of days, and kind of switching off playing the PC Engine version every now and then too. But I was just getting my ass handed to me in this one and doing much better at the arcade. And today was first playing the Saturn arcade port, and was doing pretty well. Made it up to stage 5. Had a kind of a demoralizing just like F up where I couldn't recover on that stage, and so I was like, well, I just want to take a break from that, and I'll come over to the PC Engine version, even though it's whipping me pretty good. And I just sat down, and I don't know what it was. A couple runs I had, I didn't do so well, but about like the 5th or 6th one, just got the clear here, and after just kind of playing. I've been playing both of the games. I've been devoting a fair amount of hours to them in the evening here, staying up later than I should be for about a week. So I put some time into it, but still pretty happy that quickly was able to do this. And I'll work on the arcade version next, which I think should be even easier, because I've just been, not that it's easier, I don't know, it's hard to say. They both have difficult points and points where one could be slightly easier than the other in some regards. But for some reason, the various factors I'm mentioning, I have just been playing a lot better on the arcade version and kind of struggling a bit more with this. So this is totally unexpected to get the clear on this version. And you can loop this game over and over, but I was so excited that, and it does increase in difficulty like quite a bit. I could tell you, like right when I got to that second loop, even I could tell, and I was just like, I don't know, I didn't really care to go on too much longer. I was down to my last guy anyway, and just a little shaky, and I didn't make it too far on the second loop there, but just to get over 100,000 and get the 1cc, finish the first loop, really quite thrilling, and gosh, what a lovely game, fantastic one, and just wanted to kind of come on here and give one of these immediate type of, I'm sorry if I'm just rambling, you know how it is when you do this, you're just a little excited, but just love recording these, so it's fun to look back on. It's kind of like my own personal one credit clear video log, so I can remember which ones I've done it, and just kind of remember that like ecstatic feeling you get immediately after doing it, and share that with you all, and talk about the game with y'all, because I know a lot of people that watch my channel really enjoy shooters and are very passionate about these games. Probably this one definitely just as I am. So I think it's fun for everyone. And what can I say? just awesome. Yep. I guess I've rambled on more than long enough. I've got my PC Engine Core Graphics 2, by the way, hooked up to my Sony PVM, and it's a stock PC Engine unmodded, a Core Graphics 2. So the highest video output that you could do with that particular console was just AV, just composite, which is not my favorite input method. But man, sometimes honestly, like the PC, so there are varying levels. Composite on like something like a Genesis is really god awful, but really on a PC Engine Core Graphics 2, the composite is pretty highly optimized, and especially on a PVM like this, it looks fine. I've never really had the urge to buy a modded PC Engine. Maybe I will. Be cool to have it on an XRGB2 in one of my NEC monitors. I have a RGB NEC PC Engine running through that on an NEC 31 kilohertz monitor, but yeah, we'll see. Oh, and by the way, I mean, I love the, I have the Microsoft what is it exactly? God, I'm just right now. It's the XE1 HE Pro. You know, one of the best. Microsoft, just love them. One of the best joysticks out there. I've always loved it. A fantastic little stick for the PC Engine. And yeah, it was the vessel that I used to guide me through the clear on this game. And yeah, fantastic. So anyway, guys, I will talk to you soon. 1cc on Salamander, the PC Engine port. So thank you for checking it out. Hope you enjoyed it.